Hi, welcome back to another episode of Excel School. In today's lesson, we are going to learn how you can type or edit formulas faster and better ways. So this is not about formulas alone, but this is about how you can use some of the Excel features and shortcuts to improve your formula editing experience. So let's get started. And the topics that we will cover today are like how can you edit the formulas, how can you use mouse pointer effectively. I know some of us might be against using mouse pointer, but I strongly feel that you should combine both keyboard and mouse to achieve maximum productivity. So we'll try to learn how to use mouse pointer. We'll also try to understand some of the tricks like using find and replace, that's Control F and Control H to edit formulas and change formulas in bulk, as well as copying formulas as values, copying formulas, moving formulas, and then using some of the Excel features to automatically finish the formulas for you so that you don't have to type every last little thing, and how to use the help and etc etc. Okay, so let's get started. In order to I have shown some formulas here already so that it's easy for us to understand and go ahead. These formulas are nothing but the formulas that we have defined in our COUNTIF and SUMIF lesson. So here you have a COUNTIF example that is counting all the names in this range that contain A in them. So this is the thing. So to edit the formula, you must select a cell, any cell. Just go to the cell using mouse pointer or arrow keys, and once you are inside the cell, press F2. Press function key to F2, and it will edit the cell, and it will place the cursor at the end of the formula. So this is a very convenient trick. Some of you, I guess most of us should be familiar with this. If not, please note it down now, that you have to press F2 key, function key 2, to activate a formula cell and then start editing it. The advantage of doing F2 is it will place the cursor at the end of the string. So in case you want to edit at the beginning or something, you can just double click on the cell and it will place the cursor wherever your mouse pointer is. Okay, so these are two really good and simple ways to start editing, and you can probably change this to something else like count or whatever you want. This may not be such a wonderful or useful trick to you if you already know it, or if you don't really want such help. But here is the beauty of it. When you select a formula with F2, Excel automatically shows the range of that formula highlighted in a rectangle. So if the formula has multiple ranges like this one and this one, they will be shown in different colors. For example, let us just modify this formula so that it contains a bit more. You want to count all the names with A, and then you want to also count all the values. So now there are two ranges, C4 to C14, this is in blue color, and D4 to D14, this is in green color. You press enter, and for some reason you needed to know, I'm sorry if you can't see this, let me just okay, now we should be able to see this. Yeah, so it is C4 to C14 and D4 to D14, and now for some reason you will have to edit the range and update it to, let us say, C12, because you got few more rows removed or something like that. Now one option is to edit it manually like that, but that's not fun, isn't it? I mean, here is a simpler option. Just select the formula by pressing F2, and then these bounding rectangles, just place your mouse pointer over any corner. The mouse cursor will change to a little arrow key like this if you place it in wherever it is. So place it somewhere and then drag it like this, as if, so you have to drag it, you have to hold your mouse left button down and then move it up or down. So you can drag it like this and then you can drop it wherever you want. This changes the range here. Just as I do it, observe it. as I am moving it one step at a time, the values are also changing. So this is a very quick and fast way to edit the formula ranges. You can repeat that for other values too, and then when you are done, press enter and this gets corrected automatically. So this is a very simple but very powerful trick, because you can not only adjust the ranges, you can also move it. For example, what you can do is, when you are placing the mouse pointer on a corner, instead of corner will change it to arrow. If you place it on a this lines, it will change into this plus sign. So when it changes to mouse pointer changes to that cursor, just hold your left mouse button down and then you can move it anywhere you want. Remember, the size, that is height and width of that rectangle, are not changing, only the position will change. So you can move it, let's say here or here or here, wherever you want. So this is another good way to change the range of the formula by just moving. And the other one is using this to extend or reduce the formula. You can even do this, like increase the dimensions, number of rows or number of columns. So that's an interesting way. Now here I have a formula that is counting all the profit such that it is equal to 86. Now there is only one value here. Let's make it a bit more interesting. I'll make this also as 86. So now there are two values with profit is 86. I'm sorry, I pressed F1. Yeah. So now instead of count, if you want to change it to sum if formula, and you have defined similar formulas in around 20 different places in the worksheet, so you want to change all of them to sum if. What is the easiest way to do it? Of course, if you have to change one of them, you just select this by placing the mouse pointer between these two and select the text and then edit it like this, sum if, and it is changed. But this is kind of tricky, isn't it? You are doing manual work now. Maybe a simpler option could be if you can automate the whole change of count if to sum if in one go. That you can do, my friend. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to use the find and replace tool in Excel. So just select any cell that you like. Let's say these three formulas we wanted to change it to sum if. So select these cells, three cells, press Ctrl H. Remember, Ctrl H. Now this is going to open the find and replace. Here you type count if to sum if, and make sure this is formulas. This is going to look in formulas, and just say find all. At this point, Excel will show all the replacements it's going to make. So this is the formula count if, and it is telling you that the formula will be changed. So you just press replace all. I'm sorry, Excel made 5 replacements. I think it just replaced everything. That's fine. So yeah, here it says sum if, and so it replaced for the other ones also. Instead of just doing it in the selection, I think we have to do only the 3 values displayed. Only for that we have to do. So I'm just going to press Ctrl Z once again. Let me show this. Ctrl H, and so there are 3 matches found here, and I am selecting all the 3 by 1, 2, 3, and then press the replace button. If you press replace all, it's going to replace the entire worksheet. So just press the replace button and it will replace the 3 values. So close. So here now, no, it didn't even replace. So to change the formulas in bulk, just select the cells wherever you want to change the formulas and press Ctrl H. Here I have already typed out the values for you, but type count if, the source formula that you want to change, to sum if, and most of you would see it like this. So you press this options button and make sure it is selected here as formulas. If it is selected as values, then it will be a different situation. And since we have already selected the 3 cells, Excel will automatically replace one after another. So you just press replace button, then one more time, and then one more time. So 3 replacements have been done inside the selected list. If you press replace all, Excel will replace all the values in the worksheet. So if you want to just do it inside the selection, you just press the value replace until it is done, and then press close. At this point, all the 3 formulas here have been changed from COUNTIF to SUMIF in a very simple, in one step. So you don't have to type this formula every time. Okay. Another common formula editing that we all do is, we have these formulas, but for some reason you don't want the formula anymore. You just want the values of these formulas. So you can copy these formulas as values here, or you can just overwrite the values here itself. So that let's say you want to publish this Excel workbook to your colleagues and you are not sure if they will mess up with the formulas. So you just want to replace them with values. A simple option could be just select the cells wherever you want to replace, press Ctrl C, that's you are copying the values now, and then press Alt E S V and then press enter. I'm going to do this once again. This time I will explain what is happening. So select the cells, press Ctrl C, then press Alt ES. When you press Alt ES, Excel will open this paste special dialog. Alt E is for editing and then S is for special. So this is one of the old shortcuts from Excel 2003 that is carried on to Excel 2007. And here if you select V, it's going to paste values. So from pasting everything, Excel will just copy the values from original source and paste them back. Since we are copying and pasting in the same place, you are going to replace all the formulas with their values. And then when you press OK or when you hit enter, this point Excel is going to replace. So now all our formulas are gone and they are replaced by values. Since this is a formula based tutorial and I need some example formulas, I'm going to revert that by pressing Ctrl Z. So we have got our formulas back. Now you can do the same thing by Ctrl C and then pressing Alt E S V. And the values will be copied here. These are just values. Okay. Now another problem that we face sometime is, you have formulas here and you wanted to move these formulas from here to here. To do that, just press Ctrl X here and then Ctrl V. So the same formula will be copied here, but the references will not be adjusted because you are just moving them. So from there to here they are moving. Whereas if you press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V, Excel will actually change the references. So in this case the references have been moved further down 6 cells. Look at it here, it is from 1 to 7. This is from 7 to 16. So this is how Excel has done. Excel has actually changed the references as well. Now sometimes this might be useful, but sometimes it might be annoying to actually rearrange the formula references. You may want to just copy the formula and then move it to some other place. Just copy the formula and then have it in 2 places. So let's say you want to get the same value 11 here as well. To do that, what you have to do is F2 and then you can just use the mouse pointer to select the value inside the text and then press Ctrl C. This is not the regular Ctrl C. You are selecting the value inside the cell with Ctrl C and then press escape as if nothing happened and go to another cell, press F2 and then press Ctrl V. Now the value that was copied from there is repasted here. So the same formula comes here too. This might sound a bit too much for you. If you don't need such functionality, just forget about it, and when you need it you will eventually discover it yourself. Okay, so far we have learned how to use the F2 key, how to use the mouse pointer to adjust the ranges, and how to use find replace to move change formulas in bulk. as well as how to copy the formulas as values, and then how to copy and move formulas. There are a few more little tricks that I wanted to teach you. One is using Excel's 2007's built-in features. For example, you want to type a formula like COUNTIF. So at this point, Excel already figured out and suggested that this is an auto suggest. So as I type, Excel will show me all the matching formulas, COUNT. So at this point, all the count formulas are shown, and I want to type COUNTIF. Use the arrow keys to navigate through this little list, and when you have the formula that you need highlighted, just press tab. This is going to simplify our life by typing the formula itself, so that it will automatically capitalize and it will avoid any mistakes and things like that. So this will improve your productivity slightly, because you are actually using Excel to type your stuff. And then there is on-screen help. This is excellent help available. Some of you may be having doubts about what is this range or what is the actual syntax. So this on-screen help is going to show me the syntax. But if you have more questions about a particular parameter like range, this is more prominent in case of VLOOKUP, for example. So this is the VLOOKUP syntax. It says lookup value and table array and things like that. So as you highlight the particular parameter, Excel will provide you a small hyperlink to activate the help on that topic. So when you press this little, when you put mouse over that and then click on the link, Excel is going to show you the help for that particular parameter, or even at this function level. So this is very useful if you are stuck with a formula and you want to know more about it. You just press this button. Of course, this is pretty much intuitive, but if you have not realized this beautiful feature in Excel 2007, then this is the time to use it. Another simple feature that I like in Excel is, let's say I'm writing a formula like sum and I want to add up all the values here. At this point, I need not even close the brackets. I just press enter and Excel will do the closing stuff for me. So most of us would actually type this closing form bracket, but you need not do that. You just press enter after you select your range. This applies for most formulas, even like an if formula or something. And Excel has somewhat highly intelligent enough auto suggest tools and auto completion tools. So even if you forget to close a bracket or close a double quote, Excel will figure out what you're trying to do and then it will do that. For example, if so if the name is Tavita, this is Tavita plot, and I didn't close anything now, I just press enter and Excel is telling me, see this suggestion. What it says is, Microsoft Excel found an error in the formula entered. Do you want to accept the correction posted below? And the correction is, it closed the double quotes and then closed the bracket. So Excel is correcting the formula for us. Of course, this is more of an intervention than help. It would have been beautiful if Excel automatically corrected this without even telling me. But then that probably would lead to some kind of bad behavior. So they showed us this dialog box. But these features are available. So in case you are in a hurry or you wanted to avoid typing too much or you wanted to avoid mistakes, then you can use all these features to simplify your life. I hope you have found this lesson useful, and I hope you will use some of these tricks in your day-to-day life to improve your Excel formula productivity. I will see you in the next lesson. Until then, have a nice time. Bye.